So, picture this. You've spent hours on your makeup. Your outfit is absolutely killing it. You look in the mirror and you feel like a total queen. But then you take that first step toward the door and suddenly everything feels a little off. It's like your body forgot how to move the second you put on those heels or that skirt, right? Honestly, it's a struggle we've all been through. We spend so much time focusing on the look, the clothes, and the aesthetic that we sometimes forget that femininity isn't just about what we wear, it's about how we carry ourselves through the world. If you've ever felt like your walk was a bit too stiff, or maybe a little too linebacker when you wanted supermodel, don't worry, I've got you. Today we're going to break down the art of the feminine walk. And I call it an art because it really is something you can learn, refine, and eventually make your own. We're talking about shifts in weight, the way your shoulders move, and how to find that natural, effortless swing that makes you feel confident and beautiful every time you step out. Listen, before we dive into the mechanics, let's get one thing straight. There is no one right way to be feminine. Every woman, every queen, and every crossdresser has their own unique rhythm. But there are definitely some physiological tricks that can help align your movement with the energy you want to project. The biggest challenge most of us face is that masculine walks are usually built on a wide base. Men are taught to take up space, to walk with their feet apart, and to lead with their shoulders. Feminine movement is the total opposite. It's about narrowing that base and letting the movement flow from the hips rather than the upper body. So, let's start from the ground up, literally. The most important thing you can do to immediately feminize your walk is to change where your feet are landing. Think about a tightrope. No, you don't have to be a circus performer, but imagine a straight line painted on the floor in front of you. In a masculine walk, your feet land on either side of that line. To feminize it, you want your feet to land much closer to that center line or even slightly overlapping it. This is often called the model walk, but for daily life, you don't have to go full runway. Just bringing your feet inward naturally forces your hips to swing. You see, when your feet land in a line, your pelvis has to tilt to keep you balanced. That's where that gorgeous hip sway comes from. It's not something you force or exaggerate by wiggling but it's actually just physics. Here's a little tip that helped me a ton when I was starting out. Practice in a hallway. Use the tiles or the carpet edge as your guide. Try to step so that your heel lands directly in front of the toes of your other foot. At first, you're going to feel like you're about to tip over. You might feel a bit like a newborn giraffe. That's totally normal. Your center of gravity is shifting. But as you get used to it, you'll notice that your stride becomes shorter and more delicate. Masculine strides are long and aggressive. Feminine strides are usually a bit shorter and more controlled. It's not about rushing to get where you're going. It's about enjoying the journey while you look fabulous doing it. Now, let's talk about the hips, because I know that's what everyone asks about. You don't want to try to swing your hips. If you try too hard, it looks robotic or like a caricature. Instead, focus on your knees. Here is the secret sauce. Keep your knees close together. When you walk, your knees should almost brush past each other. If there's a big gap between your thighs when you step, it creates a very masculine silhouette. By keeping your knees tight and letting them kiss as they pass, you naturally create that hourglass movement in your midsection. And honestly, it feels kind of powerful once you get the hang of it. You feel the fabric of your dress or your leggings moving against your skin, and it's such a great reminder of the persona you're stepped into. But what about the upper body? This is where a lot of us give it away. If your shoulders are swinging back and forth like you're ready for a boxing match, it's going to kill the vibe. In feminine movement, the shoulders should stay relatively still and relaxed. Think of your body in two halves. The bottom half from the waist down is where all the action and the swaying is happening. The top half should be calm, poised, and elegant. Try to keep your shoulders down and back, not military back, just relaxed so your chest is open. A great trick is to imagine a string pulling the top of your head toward the sky. It fixes your posture instantly. And please, oh please, watch your hands. In masculine mode, we often clench our fists or let our arms swing wildly. For a feminine look, keep your hands soft. Think ballet hands. You don't want them stiff, but you want them light. Maybe you're carrying a clutch, or maybe you just keep your fingers slightly curled and relaxed. If you let your arms swing a little, let them swing behind your hips rather than out to the sides. It creates a much narrower, sleeker profile. I remember the first time I went out in full glam. I was so nervous that I was walking like a wooden board. I was so focused on not falling that I forgot to actually breathe. And that's a huge part of this, you know? If you're holding your breath, your muscles get tight, and tight muscles don't sway. You have to relax. You have to trust that your body knows what to do. Sometimes, I find it helps to put on a playlist of some mid-tempo pop or something with a really good strut beat. Practice in your living room. Walk to the beat. Feel the music in your hips. The more you do it in private, the more it becomes muscle memory for when you're out in public. And let's talk about heels for a second, because we can't talk about walking without mentioning the shoes. If you're just starting out, don't go for the 6-inch stilettos. Seriously, give your ankles a break. Start with a kitten heel or a chunky block heel. It gives you that height and that change in posture without the constant fear of a broken ankle. When you walk in heels, you have to land heel to toe. It sounds obvious, but a lot of people try to put their whole foot down at once, which creates a clomp-clomp sound that isn't exactly graceful. Land softly on the heel, roll to the toe, and push off. It creates a much smoother, more fluid motion. The goal here isn't to look like a different person. It's to let the feminine side of you express itself through your movement. It takes practice, and yeah, you might trip over your own feet a couple of times. I definitely have. I once tripped over absolutely nothing in the middle of a sidewalk and just had to laugh it off. That's the thing. Confidence is the ultimate accessory. Even if your walk isn't perfect, if you carry yourself like you belong there, people will believe it. You're doing this for you. You're exploring a part of yourself that deserves to be seen and celebrated. Every step you take in those shoes, every time you practice that hip sway, you're reclaiming your own rules for your own life. It's empowering, isn't it? To realize that you have the power to change how you move and how the world perceives you. Don't get discouraged if it feels awkward at first. You've spent years, maybe decades, walking one way. It's going to take more than 5 minutes to rewire that. Be patient with yourself. Be kind to your body. Think about the women you admire. Maybe it's a celebrity or a friend, or even someone you saw at the mall. Watch how they move. Not to copy them exactly, but to see how they balance their weight and how they use their arms. You'll notice that femininity isn't a monolith. Some women have a very bouncy walk, some are very smooth and gliding. You get to decide which version feels most like you. Honestly, the best advice I can give you is to record yourself. I know, nobody likes looking at themselves on camera, but set up your phone, walk back and forth a few times and watch it back. You'll notice things you didn't feel. Maybe your head is tilting too far forward, or maybe you're stepping a bit too wide. Seeing it on screen helps you make those tiny adjustments that make a huge difference. You've got the look, you've got the heart, and now you're getting the walk. Just remember to keep your head up, keep your heart open, and keep moving forward. You're doing amazing, and I am so proud of you for having the courage to live your truth and explore your identity. It's a beautiful journey, and every step counts. If this helped you feel a little more confident today, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. It really helps our community grow and helps me keep making content for you. Drop a comment below and tell me, what's the biggest challenge you face when walking in femme? Or maybe share a funny heel horror story so we can all feel a little less alone in the struggle. I love reading your experiences. And if you're looking for more tips on presentation or just some queer joy, definitely check out the next video on the screen. Keep being you, keep being fabulous, and remember, it's your life, your rules. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Thank you so much for watching till now. It means the world to have you here. This community is all about empowering each other and celebrating the incredible journeys of everyone on their path to living authentically. If you're ever feeling lost or alone, remember you have a whole family here for you. Hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and let's keep inspiring each other, sending you all the love and strength in the world. Until next time, live your life by your rules.